not need no introduction. Ooh. Style my own, can't no one touch it. Ooh. Became what they said I couldn't. Ooh. Mediocre, that won't cut it. Life is a gift, I wanna live it to the fullest while I can. Why would I not wanna know my days in this game are numbered? Might as well enjoy the few years that I do have left. Who knows when I'ma write my last verse? I've been to hell and back ever since that first EP came out with all I have on it. I've been giving all I have, wasn't really prepared for the pain I was gonna have to go through to get to the end result that I knew I wanted. Hoped that would make an impact in rap. Has that been insane? Yes, but it was worth it. I can't imagine if I would've gave up and just turned my back on this music. Where would I be now? Don't know how I would've made it out from underneath that rainy cloud. Had my doubts, yes, but that's how I found my true purpose. If my surface looks great, who cares if underneath I'm hurting? If there's one thing I've learned in my life, it's that life is uncertain. Getting burned is unavoidable, isn't it? Ain't a person alive that hasn't been a victim of being lied to. We're all hypocrites, giving our 2 cents but not listening, all living in our own world, thinking that we're right when the fact of the matter is a closed mind is the mind of an idiot. Don't believe that's true? Well, open it.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight we kick off a new NFL season with the opener for 2023, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs ready to begin their Super Bowl defense. The Lions hoping to spoil the party. Well, what a sight here at Arrowhead as the season is underway. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Working out the shotgun, Hooker. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Hooker wants to change the look. On play action, they'll throw. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick 6, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this You're getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown. And your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Now a 7th-round surprise from a year ago. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Delay of game penalty. Ships them back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man right side is Tony. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Kadarius Toney. 16-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something, when you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off play action. Here's Hooker. That is incomplete. Well, this is a tough spot for these Lions on the road in Arrowhead to start the year, but it's also, you'd have to say, Charles, a showcase opportunity for them because this is a team that historically hasn't gotten a lot of big opportunities like this.
And when they have gotten them, they haven't really delivered. This is a team, though, that believes that big things are out there for them, and they think that they can start to write a new history beginning with this game right here.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Jerick McKinnon to take it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Being chased out left. Going across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second down. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharpe.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him in the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 815 passes as a tight end in the NFL, call your tailor and get measured for the gold jacket.
Now 2nd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Great catch and first down by Kelsey, who somehow continues to improve. 10 seasons and 7 All-Pro nods in. At this point, we've moved past just calling him a future Hall of Famer. Now we need to just start saying he's one of the greatest to ever play the position.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get 3 down the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hooker. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Hooker. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
This one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick? He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Back to throw, Goff. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And some room to run now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Mahomes now on first down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 22 more yards there and another first down. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second and goal from the 1.
23, 43,
Once more, it's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Isaiah Pacheco. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to move back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On second down, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Goff. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. Gibbs straight ahead. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Goff eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 77 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? And now off to the races down the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. 115 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Gibbs on the toss left. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 18. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flank. And in for the Lions touchdown. Blocked right. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Rice. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Patrick going to change the play. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Counter play, here's Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 32 yards away. Patterson's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mahomes now on first down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
On first down, Mahomes. Another catch for Valdes-Scantling. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Able to avoid him. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now Mahomes. And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Levi Onwuzurike fighting through and punishing the offense. A big tackle for loss. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Pacheco on the read option. And down to the 36-yard line here. 75 yards on the ground for him so far.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes guys on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The give, right side for Gibbs. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Goff now to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. But hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. This is 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Mahomes. On the move to his left. And it's caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jody Fortson from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Now Goff. Flush to his right. That is caught by Laporta. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now Goff on 1st down.
And now to common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Goff throwing again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes going to throw it here. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, Carter, tonight was a great